I have never done anything close.
There's something over there. I just don't know what it is.
I got bit by a poisonous spider.
I'm kind of scared.
Concerned that I wouldn't make it back to the van because of how much pain I was in.
One step at a time. I just found a bunch of bear poop. That's a little unnerving. The amount of spider webs that I've walked through that are all over me right now. I can't think about all of the spiders that live in those webs that are hopefully not on me right now. Fingers crossed. We made it. It's kind of chilly now that I'm not moving. Part of me really wants to jump in this water, but I still have a lot of hiking left to do. And it's only like 50 degrees or something. I'm hungry. Let's have a snack. Okay, I'm being surrounded by bees, so it's time for me to go, but I gotta do something with my hair. I don't know why I even try to leave it down. It's fine, it's fine. Time to go. One last look. Wow. Okay. Kind of scared. I wish I knew what made that noise. Okay. I need to pay attention and make sure my hands are free just in case. So I will see you in a minute. No big animals, at least not that I saw. I made it back to this point. So now I have to decide which way to go. I really want to do Little Jack because it takes me up Jack Mountain and I just feel like it was meant to be. Like, I want to do it for Jack. The thing is, it is the hardest route in this little area. On the map, it literally says strenuous, and it's not. The trail isn't maintained, so it's most likely very overgrown and really steep, high elevation. So I don't know. I feel like I have to at least try the Jack Trail. And if it gets too bad, I'll just turn around. Okay, yeah. Let's go. I hear something moving. Oh my gosh, what is that? There's something over there, I just don't know what it is. My skies are gray. I'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I'm not even close. I'm not even close. And I am tired. They weren't kidding when they said strenuous. It's starting to get pretty overgrown too. But we're gonna keep going. I had to sit for a second, catch my breath, and I just looked at the map and maybe I'll put like a little screenshot. I haven't even made a dent. So I guess let's keep going. It's just straight up. You're not gonna. Yeah, you can't even. It's so steep. Okay. I think that I'm about halfway. I'm pretty nervous for my knees coming back down. So I'm keeping my eyes out for a good walking stick that I can hopefully take some pressure off my knees on the way back down. Okay. I haven't been able to like record anything because I'm just so focused on not slipping and falling and, you know, looking for animals and stuff and just surviving. Okay, we gotta push through. This is for Jack. Love you, buddy. Oh my gosh. Video does not do this justice. How do I show how steep this is? I think I have a little over a mile left. Maybe a mile and a half. And it's getting real buggy and real overgrown. That's where I need to go. There's hardly a trail. Like to the point where I'm looking around to see if I'm missing a different part of the trail. Oh. Well, if there wasn't a spider on me before, sure there is now. No freaking way. I did not make it all this way to turn around now. I'm gonna have to climb. Oh. Hello, guy. Got a little turned around. Accidentally started going back down. But I realized it before I got too far. Otherwise, I think I would have had to call it quits. And then I thought I hurt my ankle pretty bad, but it's okay. Look at this view. One step at a time. I feel like so close and yet so far away. Now I feel like I've lost the trail a little bit. Okay, keep going. Made it. That was the hardest I've pushed myself in a long time. The hardest hike I've ever done. I wish I could talk more, but my phone's about to die and I have a long way back down. So I ended up hiking a total of over 12 hours, close to 20 miles, and I think close to 6,000 feet of elevation gain,
which is important because I have never done anything close to that. The extent of my hiking up into this point was on average about 2 hours, max 3 hours, because I hated the idea of leaving Jack in the van by himself. So as you can imagine, in 12 hours, a lot can happen. Things like thinking I was going to be attacked by a large animal at the very beginning. So many moments throughout where I wanted to quit. I lost my favorite knife. I broke my tripod. On one of the many times I had to sit down and catch my breath, on the way down, mind you, I got bit by a poisonous spider, which was terrifying because not only was it extremely painful, I just didn't know what it was. And not to mention that on the way back to the van, there were so many times that I was legit concerned that I wouldn't make it back to the van because of how much pain I was in. Not only from the spider bite, but just my feet, my knees, my legs in general, my shoulders. But aside from all of the painful and challenging and difficult moments, I think much more important than all of that are the breakthroughs, the personal growth that I had throughout this. I mean, my comfort zone grew so much during this process. And I know a lot of people like to listen to music or whatever during their hikes, but when I'm hiking, I am just silent. I'm in my thoughts, I'm listening to nature, I'm processing things, and that's why I love it so much, getting away from all of the distractions of the modern world that we live in. It's a really important part of hiking for me, and 12 hours is a long time to process things. This hike was so healing for me, and I learned so much about myself. And that's not to say that all of my problems were fixed after this hike, or that, I wasn't in pain anymore from the loss of Jack. So in one of the clips you hear me say the phrase "one step at a time," and since this hike, that phrase has literally taken over my life, but in the best way possible. I think that it can really apply to every aspect of your life. At least I know for me it can. Things like your physical activities, I would have never been able to finish this hike if I didn't keep repeating that phrase to myself. But it doesn't have to be that dramatic either, Take a 30-minute walk, do something you're not used to doing, and just remember you just have to take one step at a time, do one more rep, whatever it means for you. And then it can also be like mentally, if you're going through a really hard time, take it a day at a time. Things aren't gonna fix themselves in one day. You're not gonna just not feel the pain of something anymore just after one day. You have to take it day by day, and over time, eventually, the pain will lessen and you'll be able to move forward with less hurt and less heartache, And then maybe things like just your life in general. I know for me, I've always struggled really hard with making decisions because I'm so worried that that decision might not be the right one, and not knowing the full picture of what's going to happen from that one decision. Is it the right decision? What will this lead to in the future? Should I make a different decision because that will lead to something else? But the thing is, we don't have all the answers. And you just have to take things one step at a time, because otherwise you're gonna be stuck forever, like I've been until now. it really was a life-changing hike for me. While it might have been a little dangerous, I am so incredibly glad that I did it and that I challenged myself in this way. And I hope that by sharing, it will help you in your life as well. It's important to do hard things, and it's important to push yourself and to figure out your why and to just take one step at a time. Okay, see you next week.